Well, it went to court and everything else, and he had to pay. How much did he have to pay back? None of which I think he actually paid back, but they sure slapped him on the hands. Well, while he's at Fannie Mae, somebody comes to his attention that has technology, a patent. It hasn't received its patent yet, but it's going to, gosh darn it, as soon as the Democrats are elected. In fact, this technology receives its patent the day after, in 2006, the very next day that Congress was taken over by the Democrats. What a weird coincidence, hmm? I'm sure that's all it is. So, he finds this technology and he buys it. The people at Fannie Mae say, why are we buying this? We're for mortgages. We're for homes. He says, no. So, step number 3, technology. We have the exchange. We have our investors. We have the technology. Now we need the law. Well, the law is cap and trade. Step 4, the law is cap and trade. Remember when cap and trade was going to happen right away? It was going to happen as soon as we got past health care. Cap and trade is happening, and then now immigration. So we don't have the law. Well, you know what? Let's just dig in and let's do the 5th step, cover. We have Franklin Raines. As soon as he leaves disgraced from Fannie, he comes over here and he works for a company called Enterprise. Enterprise is, I'm sure it's fine. I mean, the same crooked people who have contributed to the financial meltdown, Goldman, Fannie, socialists, and out-and-out crooks, are actually trying now to fix the economy and the environment. And it's great. It's the biggest heist in American history. Al Gore has been pushing for cap and trade. Obama's been pushing it as well. Many on the progressive left. You have to ask why. Why? Is it the environment? Is it about control? Is it about money? What is it? If it's about the environment, why would I do it through Fannie Mae? Why would I need cover? Why would I not look at what's been tried in Europe? In Europe, it's been a failure. Voluntary system. The climate exchange now in the carbon exchange system in Chicago is not working. Why? Because it's voluntary. You buy air. Who's going to buy air? Lots of air to go around. It's a scam. Remember that? You're not going to buy the salt water. Okay? So you need the law. The green movement can't stand on its own 2 feet. And the only time anything green ever happens around the green movement is when money comes out. It's all about the money. Even some of the top scientists who believe in global warming say, this isn't going to do anything to stop companies from polluting. Let me digress. Back to the cupcakes. Do you think if Michael Moore wants to have more cupcakes, he's not going to find people to buy their cupcake certificates from? So he's going to eat cupcakes. He'll eat them. He can do it. It's not about people eating less cupcakes. It's not about less carbon. It's about money and the transfer of wealth. Companies like Enron were scheming to make money off of cap and trade. They lobbied for cap and trade. Some of the eco groups don't even want this. The Vatican found out this was a scam when they became carbon neutral. They decided that they were going to have trees planted in the Vatican forest in Hungary. Yeah. Unfortunately, they found out the Vatican forest in Hungary, nobody planted a tree. It was a scam. I mean, who scams the Pope? You want to talk about warming? I got eternal warming for you. It's a scam. So why is it being pushed? Redistribution of wealth to enrich the corrupt. That brings me back to cover, doesn't it? To enrich the corrupt. To enrich the corrupt. We did some digging. We followed the money. The answers tell a familiar story. Crime Inc. But before we get going on this, I just want to warn you. If there's something I'm learning about progressives, the one thing they do, they love creating groups. They've got tons and tons of groups. It's like names, too. You know, they always just keep changing the names on things. They pass money from one group to the next group, and then they change names. It's almost like, It's almost like money laundering, you know? It is. Let me show you the groups that have been created with Franklin Raines at the beginning. Who's at the end? Next. America, this is so important. This should be on the front page of every paper, but it won't be. And when I'm done with it, you ask yourself why. And you watch. You watch. All the blogs and everything else will just make cheap shots at me. Go ahead. Go ahead. Look how fat he is. Look how stupid. Look at his hair. Look at the blackboards. Whatever. How about we talk about the content on the blackboards? Okay? We left the Chicago Climate Exchange story. I'm trying to show you how our entire government is turning into Crime Inc. We left it at, if I'm going to do this scam, I need a carbon exchange, I need investors, I need technology, I need the law, and I need cover. Here's your investors. Now technology. Fannie Mae surprisingly buys this technology, and Franklin Raines. Franklin Raines is a bad dude. Guy's cooking the books at Fannie Mae to the tune of $9 billion. He inflated the earnings so he could get bonuses. In his 5-year career with Fannie, Raines pockets $90 million. $52 million of that in bonuses tied to earnings. Isn't Fannie Mae? How did he make all that money when that was responsible for the collapse? I wonder if Congress wants to talk to him now. No. I wonder if Congress wanted to tax him 100% on those bonuses. No. Now, he secured the patent for the big board of this climate exchange through Fannie Mae. Why? Well, the government stands to make a fortune if cap-and-trade legislation is passed. So maybe this is why. Maybe this is why nobody cares how much money we're spending in Washington, because, oh, well, don't worry, through cap and trade, we'll make a fortune. We'll pay for all the free candy we're making for everybody, and everybody's going to be happy. All they don't know, they're all going to get free houses through Fannie. Yeah, I remember when I was naive, too. A year ago, you might have been able to, convince sleepy little me that that were true, and I would have stopped looking. Unfortunately, we didn't stop looking. And that's not what's happening. First of all, you have to ask yourself, if that's true, if we know we're going to make this much money just through this one piece, why wouldn't we have that? And why wouldn't the government be saying, look how smart we are? We bought this technology, $10 trillion. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme to pay the taxpayers back. No, no, no. This is Crime Incorporated. That is what our government is turning into, Crime Inc. So, when he's discredited, what do all discredited progressives do? They go to one of the big, progressive groups. Did he go to Center for American Progress? No, that was Van Jones and almost everybody else that's been discredited. No, no, no. Franklin went to a board of trustees for a group called the Enterprise Community Partners. Alicia Glenn of Goldman Sachs is also there. Huh. Now, here's their mission statement for Enterprise: to see that all people have an opportunity for fit and affordable housing. Well, that sounds great, doesn't it? I mean, I don't know anything about Enterprise other than, they've partnered with Acorn. Okay, I know that. And they have a guy on their board of trustees that doesn't understand the root of the word trustee. But I'll give the Enterprise Community Partners the benefit of the doubt. I'm sure they're legitimate. You know what? Do you ever watch The Sopranos? Okay. Bada bing. Bada bing. Strip club. Totally on the up and up. It's a good, legitimate strip club. Okay, Tony Soprano's hanging around the offices all night, running the garbage business or whatever in the back. But bada bing, that's still an up and up, classy strip club. And I'm willing to say that Enterprises have nothing to do with that. So the disgrace Franklin Raines is sitting around in the back of Enterprise, watching women dance, and he says, hey, I've got an idea. Let's call our friends at the Joyce Foundation. Wait a minute, who are his friends at the Joyce Foundation? The Joyce Foundation? Oh yeah, I remember. They're the people through Barack Obama and Valerie Jarrett. They give the money to originally start the climate exchange in Chicago. So he has the same idea. Let's get some more money. And we'll call, hello, Joyce Foundation. Speaking of call me if any of this is wrong, if I get any of it wrong. I mean, we're just doing our best here. We're alone on this story. So we're just doing our best here. If you can clear up anything that White House has the number, they can